They say the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. How many do you have? And more importantly, how many do you want to have? Well, on today's show, I'm going to break down the 3 main sources of income to help you become a millionaire and win the money game and make more in 2024. It's going to be a great show, so let's go. Welcome back to another episode of the What Do We Do podcast. On today's show, we're talking income. We're going to break down your main hustle and your side hustle, or better yet, your multiple side hustles. You know, in the opening, I mentioned that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. You can actually find ways to get dozens or tens of dozens, hundreds or thousands of side hustles that are out there. But as the Oracle of Omaha once said, that's Warren Buffett, if you don't make money while you sleep, you'll work till you die. So in addition to your main hustle, you need to find ways to make this thing called passive income. Now, one of the reasons I find this so important is because I didn't have anybody telling me this when I was younger, and it sure would have been great for someone to share with me about the time-money trade-off. You can either work, and that's your time to make money, or you can have money making you money, and you'll have your time back. So you need to understand as you go along what is more valuable, money or time. And it can actually be both if you have passive income in addition to your active income. So we want to break it down and hopefully make it easier for you to understand all the different options are there and really make a decision based on yourself how you can make more in 2024 to not just survive, but thrive. Now, there are 3 main sources of income as we discussed. There is active income, there is passive income, and there is retirement income. And in each category, there are multiple streams of income you can come up with. In the first category of active income, the primary income there is your hustle, your main job, your W-2. Your 9 to 5. That is where most of us start. We have a job, we have a career. So that is active income. You work, you get paid. You work, you get paid. So active income is kind of how we all start. And we in investment management say that's a great place to start. Understand how much you make and what your expenses are, and hopefully live on less than you make so you can save and invest. But that would be your active income, your primary income, your main hustle. In addition to your main hustle, your 9 to 5, you could have other active incomes. You can have a second job. You can flip houses. You can buy and sell goods on the internet. Anything that you're doing that you have to put in your labor is active income. So there is active income of your employment, secondary side hustles, second job, other activities that make income where you're working would be active income. It's a great place to start, but that's not going to get you to where you want to go. Fast fact. It takes an average of 50 years to make your first $1 million. So don't be discouraged if you don't have $1 million in the bank by the time you're 21, 25, or even 30. It'll be there. Just take consistency, take time, and take a little hustle. All right, the second broad category of income is passive income. And passive income is such a broad category. We could talk about this in multiple podcast episodes. So we're going to kind of go fast and furious to break it down for you today, but do some homework, do some research, and maybe we'll even talk about it on a future episode. Passive income, as the name passive sounds, is where you have investments that you don't have to do the work. The labor's already been done, or other people are doing the labor, and you're just receiving the income passively, which is the opposite of actively, which we just discussed. Most of us probably understand that with passive income would be investments that pay us out. So a common one would be real estate, where you have rent and rent checks that come on in. It could also be interest income from investments like in stocks, where those stocks may pay dividends or pay interest. The other one might be interest from your bank account. Just recently, in the last 12 months or so, you can make 5% on your cash in a high yield savings account or money market. So 5% interest is passive income, interest income. If you have $100,000 and you have it in the bank earning 5% in a high yield savings account, that's $5,000 a year that you're not doing any work for. It's just there. So that is passive income. Okay, there are certainly hundreds, maybe thousands of passive income opportunities out there. I'm going to give you 10 fast today just as an idea of things you can think about on your way to having multiple streams of income. The first one would be rental income. Yes, you have to have some money to buy a piece of property, but once you do the investment, a lot of the work is done and you'll just live off the rental income, the rent. How about affiliate marketing? Or maybe starting a YouTube channel and monetizing that. Maybe it's royalties, living off a book or something else that you've written, and then again, once it's done, the purchases, the royalties will come in perhaps into perpetuity. How about investing in the stock market and having stocks that pay you dividends? How about just having money in the bank and living off that interest? How about even lending money to your friends or peers? How about creating an online course? How about serving on a board that pays you? And how about this one? Good luck, but how about becoming a social media influencer? So there you have it. There are some very simple ideas in the passive income stream category for you to consider. As we've said already several times, besides your active income, you'll need to find additional streams of income if you really want to achieve millionaire status and find 7 streams of income. Fast fact. Millennial millionaires have an average of 3 rental properties, and that portfolio value averages $1.4 million. Now, the third broad category of income source would be retirement income. This sounds like a pretty logical category, but there are some nuances to it. In the retirement income category, the most broad, the most understood, the most expected source of retirement income would be that of Social Security. With Social Security, you've been paying in to the Social Security system while you were working, and then when you achieve the age, maybe it's 62, maybe it's 65, maybe it's 70 and above, you'll receive Social Security benefits that will include receiving income every month from all of those years you worked in the past. This is in reality another form of passive income, but because there are age requirements, it's not readily available until you are retired. When talking about Social Security income, it's also important to understand that most Americans depend on Social Security to make ends meet. They might not be millionaires and have 7 streams of income, but they also might not be working anymore because of their age or because of their abilities. So Social Security is there to help all of us when it is time to be retired. Now, in addition to your Social Security income, you hopefully have invested over all of your working years and have a very robust 401k or 403b. And if that's the case, and I certainly hope it is, you can live off of that retirement account. That retirement account, in addition to your IRAs and hopefully Roth IRAs, are vehicles that you can live off of after you achieve age 59 and a half, or whenever you want to pull from them after that. So another form of income will come from those retirement accounts, hence additional retirement income. Another form of retirement income would be that of your pension benefit. Unfortunately, as the days go by and the calendar years turn, less and less companies offer their employees a pension. But if you happen to be at a company that offers pension benefits, this is another stream of income similar to Social Security, where you will receive a benefit, a monthly income from your employer or wherever that pension benefit would come. That again would be another retirement stream of income for you. Now, last but certainly not least, in the retirement income category would be these things called tax-sheltered income vehicles, guaranteed tax-sheltered income vehicles, commonly known as annuities or other forms of retirement planning with tax shelters. These vehicles are also built for your retirement and not to be accessed typically until 59 and a half or older. And so you can build up a lot of different income streams that you can turn on once you do retire or reach that magic age of 59 and a half. Fast fact: 8 out of 10 millionaires have 401ks. And this just goes to show that long-term investing is a cornerstone to building wealth. So the bottom line is this: building multiple streams of income is not something that happens overnight. It will take hard work, dedication, and smart planning to happen. Also, millionaires are not made overnight. They are made by building one income stream at a time. Well, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the What Do We Do podcast. And as I always say, live your best life, be radically generous, a great big booyah to ya. And we've been talking about active, passive, and retirement sources of income, but we're just getting started.
The opinions expressed in this program are for general information purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or any specific security. It's only intended to provide education about the financial industry. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult your financial advisor prior to investing. Any past performance discussed during this program is no guarantee of future results. Any indices referenced for comparison are unmanaged and cannot be invested into directly. As always, please remember investing involves risks and possible loss of principal capital. Please seek advice from a licensed professional.